all right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. And guys, I have the best guest of the day. I mean, a special guest. I have Miss Sabina Mazo, and she's coming fresh off of her LFA 9 victory with a brutal knockout. How you doing today, Sabina?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Uh,
Just relaxing a little, enjoying the moment.
yeah, I can tell you got some beautiful weather sitting back there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So Sabina, I'm kind of curious. How did you get your nickname, the Colombian Queen?
Well, actually, it was kind of hard to look for my nickname because I'm really bad at that. And I just decided that I'm from Colombia, so I had to had something about Colombia. And well, I train at King's MMA, so it's kind of something of both, you know. So it's Colombian Queen from King's MMA and from Colombia.
Okay. Well, it makes good sense. Hey, so let me ask you. So you're here in America. What's the biggest culture shock that you've had being over here in America?
Well, I don't know. It's the culture is not that different as it is in Colombia, so it was not that different. I got pretty used to it. In pretty short time, so it's not like very different. But for sure, I don't know. Maybe the people they're really nice in California. I just speak in California because they're wonderful. Everything, the culture, the people is just relaxing and it's kind of different. I live near the beach and I never used to do that before, so it is really nice. I've been loving it for sure.
Okay. Hey, well that's good. So now let me ask you. You say you're from Colombia. Are your parents here with you, or are your parents back in Colombia?
They are back in Colombia. They support me in all the fights. They come to the fights and everything, but they live in Colombia.
Oh, so they came to this last fight?
Yes, they did.
Okay. So now who comes? Is it your mom, your dad?
Well, this time it was my mom and my dad, but sometimes my sister comes also. But yeah, this time just my parents.
Okay. Who did you get your athletic ability from? Did you get that from mom or dad?
No.
No.
Actually, I don't know. I really don't know. Both of them, they don't do sports. They have a lot of dedication to work, so maybe that. But they don't like sports that much. They like to watch it and everything. But I think I'm the image of the sport in my family for sure.
Hey, so
Yeah,
do they get nervous when you're fighting?
they do. My mom, she gets crazy, really, like really crazy. But they're starting to get used to it, because they always like to support me, and my dad likes a lot of adrenaline, and so he's a little bit more calm. But my mom, for sure, she just gets nervous, the whole week.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she called you every day during the week of a fight. Then, okay, I got you.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Hey, okay, so how did you manage to find the gym that you're at, King's Gym? Because I was doing some research on you, and you train there. So how did you manage to get into that particular gym?
Well, my trainer from Colombia started training with Master Rafael back in Brazil when the Chuta box was over there. So because of my teacher was learning from King's MMA, from Master, so I just decided to keep that legacy, to keep that path, and it was not going to be that different, because my trainer learned the way they teach, so it's kind of the same, and I think it's the best gym of the world. I mean, not only because he has world champs, but because he teaches more than being a fighter. Like, you get better as a person, so it's kind of with my philosophy of life, so I just decided to go there.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff has he taught you? Like I guess on that personal level.
Um, Respect, honor. I mean, in every training, you learn more than technique. You improve as a person. Every time he gives a different like philosophy at the end of the class, or you just learn. He inspires. He knows how is this fighting? He fought. He was one of the best of the world. He is one of the best of the world. So he really inspires and has like a philosophy, which I agree, you know. So that's kind of hard to find and to be like connect to your professor. And I just found it, and I don't know. I can't explain like the feeling like family, you know. I feel like I'm with family with them.
Wow. Hey, that's pretty interesting. I mean, so he's like what? He's about 50, right?
I'm not sure, but I think 40 something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
just watching video of him, he moves like he's like a 20 something. I mean,
Oh,
that guy could
I
probably
know,
go.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Yeah, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, he's not young anymore, but he he can kick ass, really.
Yeah, he looked like he can go whoop somebody's ass right now. That's what he looked like.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if I saw him, I don't think I'd mess with him. He, put you in a Kimura and there you go, out of there. So, okay, so how many Muay Thai bouts have you had?
Muay Thai belt. I have one Muay Thai belt actually.
Really?
Um, yes, I fought in South America for it.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, I just got one in Muay Thai.
Okay. That's kind of that's not kind of impressive. That's impressive for somebody being 20 years old. Do you get these comments like, okay, she's only 20 years old. What does she know?
Uh, I mean, I really don't pay attention to that. Maybe people say it out loud, but I really don't pay attention to that. And even if they say that, I will prove it with fighting and with trainings, you know. So it's not like I can't pay attention to those little things. I just have to prove what I got in every fight, because people always hate, you know. And you just have to show what you got, your work. Sometimes there's mistakes you do in fights, whatever, but that's not a problem, you know. You just have to keep training, and that will be the answer to everyone.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Sabina. When I was looking at like the preview of your fight, what analysts were saying, a lot of people were questioning your age, and well, we know that wasn't a factor because listen, Jamie Thornton is asleep, and she got put to sleep. I mean, that head kick that might be knockout of the year. I mean it was timed, it was beautifully placed, and I've never seen a 20-year-old like somebody with your youth be so patient. Like, does Master Cordero teach that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, uh, we practice a lot of things during training. It's not only the fight camp; it's like every day of training. So for sure, we saw those things, kicks, everything. But like I told you before, I mean, everything you do in training, that's what is gonna be on the fight. So maybe people question my age, but they just saw what I got and what can I do to show to the world, you know.
Yeah, because it seemed like she came out at you like a little aggressive, and you patiently, you calmly, you didn't get rattled, you didn't do anything reckless. You were just so patient, and then that kick was just, it was beautiful. It's like it was placed exactly like if you were a step back an inch more, you would have missed it, or if you would have stepped an inch further, you probably wouldn't have landed at that flush. But
Hmm.
I mean, so can you kind of take us through like what was going on through your mind when she was coming at you like very aggressive?
Um, well, I had a little bit of patience. I was like trying to follow her game, you know, to see the spot, and I just felt it. You know, it's kind of complicated to say to you that I just practiced that kick, because I do a lot of things during training, but I felt it. You know, your body and the moment, and it just shows you the path. So yeah, that I just saw those space and the kick went. You know, so yeah.
But you landed that kick more than one time. See, that's not the first time that kick landed. I mean,
No.
you hit her with it the first time, and she kind of staggered.
Yeah.
Now, were you guys watching a lot of film on her?
We did. She didn't have too much fights, but we watched a couple of fights. And I just focused on my game. You know, I tried to improve on my game and put it on the fight. You know, of course you have to see the your opponent's style and everything, but it's just about what you can do to win the fight, not just your fighter, your opponent. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's still pretty impressive. I mean, I know a lot of people are telling you that, but it really is. It was an excuse me, it was an impressive victory. So, what is the hardest part of training, getting ready for a fight of that magnitude?
It is dedication, you know. It's not only the fight camp, it's every little sacrifice you do. For in my case, I mean, in my case, it's every day. It's like moving forward, and sometimes you have bad moments in your life, but you have to pass through that, you know, and just keep your head up and waking up the entire time to go in training, even when you don't feel like 100%. So it's just about dedication, I will say. Sometimes it gets hard, but it's way worth it, you know. It's worth it, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell because look at the result that you're getting. You know, you right now you're 3-0, and you know you definitely made a lot of noise. So let me ask you this: who do you see yourself fighting in 3 years?
In 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I don't know, maybe the the champion and the one who has the belt in UFC, or maybe I am. I don't know. It all depends. It's a long path, you know. I'm not in a rush, like I've been telling this whole time. But for sure, I want to be on the top, you know. I just want to keep going, um, and then yeah, show the world that I can be the world champion.
Okay. Well, hey, I guess the world gonna have to take notice because if they don't, then they're gonna get a rude awakening. Somebody gonna get knocked out again. That's what's gonna happen. No,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding, but that's true. I mean, I watched that fight about 5 times. I'm not gonna even lie. I watched that fight 5 times, and it just because I can appreciate the technical aspect of fighting, and I get into that more so. So I was just looking at wow, you know, that's a lot of skill for a 20-year-old. But
Thank you.
so now let me ask you this: who do you want to fight next? If you had to call out somebody, say for your very next fight, who would you call out?